Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Toy Review Man back with a new review for you. And it being 2016, 2015 is over, and you know what happened in late 2015. The new Star Wars movie came out, and it was awesome. And that's why I'm gonna be reviewing Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Of course, it's too big for my camera setup, so we're gonna have to be a bit creative. But first we can just go through the box with this kinda shaky cam thing. So you have the Star Wars logo here and a little picture of Kylo Ren. Product is a costume accessory and not durable enough for battle or other play. And then it's the same in French, I think. From the new film Star Wars The Force Awakens. But what this is the Rubie's version. Because I heard that was the best version to get, and I'm coming back to that later. Kylo Ren's lightsaber, Disney, warning, choking hazard, and to quote Ashens, 0 to 3 sad onions, danger, blah blah blah. Lights up, extends to almost 3 feet in length, battery operated, it requires 2 AA batteries, batteries not included. That's true. From ages 4 and up. On the other side, Star Wars barcode, battery installation. So it tells you how to insert the batteries, which, well, I appreciate that. I mean, even though it's pretty simple, some people always wonder, and it's just better to just tell it straight away with pictures than just not tell it at all. Okay. If you know Kylo Ren's lightsaber, you could already see what's wrong here, and that is that it's too big, as it's a children's thing and not a prop replica. This part in the middle is way too big. It's supposed to be smaller than these two parts right here. And you may also see that the belt clip-on is not the same as in the movie, but that's for easy belt clip-on. And if you just go over the details here, it's an extendable blade, as you can see the blade coming out there. 2 blades, 1 on each side. Holy shit, it's hard to review like this. Screw holes, only on one side, so that's nice. The blue thing there, and the red wire goes all the way down, so that's nice. Another screw hole there, kind of subtle, you know, and that belt hook thing. I mean, it's fine. It just sticks out a bit, so might be a problem if you're wielding it, but it's not durable enough for play. So you're not supposed to wield it. I guess I might come back to that later. And all of the legal guff is put under here. So Lucasfilm, blah blah blah, rubies, blah blah blah, and then there's a screw which is put in there really nicely, really, because you don't really look a lot under there. And on the top here we have some more detailing, blah blah blah. That brown button that is just horribly painted. Look at that. Like, I mean, the button isn't painted there, but like the gray part down there is painted. It's just what, horrible. And if we go down here, and there's an on and off switch. Yeah, we'll come back to that a bit later as well. And then there's another screw. If you unscrew that, you'll be able to put in batteries. Let's see if we can unscrew this by having a little screwdriver, preferably a Phillips head. Not the one that they created in, was it Seinfeld? Or was it King of Queens? Oh, I'm unsure. It's one of those shows where that Stiller guy was. Not Ben Stiller, but the other one. It doesn't matter. You unscrew this by screwing counterclockwise, as you usually do with a screwdriver. And just lift it up. And there we go. Here are some really, really cheap IKEA batteries that I just put in to test it out. And they work fine, you know, no trouble with it. This is how it looks inside. You just slide the batteries in, then you put this back on. Oh, never easy on cameras. I understand infomercial people now. Put the screw back in, and then you screw it clockwise, and there we go. This is one of those lightsabers where you're not able to take out the blade. The blade, especially the crossguard blades, are stuck onto the thing. But I will come back to that later too, because there is a way. Obviously there's a way. It's an extendable blade, and how I'm gonna be able to show that. Yeah, wow. Give me a second. Look at that. Different acoustics as well. So here we have the lightsaber with the extendable blade. So let's try it. Here we go. Almost 3 feet in length. And that's it compared to my hand. Holding it like this. It's a bit bigger than the one in the movie. The length I think is pretty accurate, but like the width is just not. And it also has this little thing right here that I didn't understand what it was for, because as I remember it wasn't in the movie, but I quickly realized that it's a lock for the blade. So if you put it like there, the blade won't be able to just fall out because there's no locking mechanism in it. But if you just put that there, it won't fall out if you have it upside down, as it will if I do this. It'll just fall down right onto my desk there. So yeah. But like, I mean, detail wise, I mean it's painted pretty nicely. There's no legal guff on the saber itself. Of course, it's on the bottom, so that's nice. The only thing that makes it is the belt thing. But I understand why it's there, so it's fine. And the screw holes, but I also understand why they're there, so that's fine. And on and off switch, I do understand why it's there, but you know, they could have done it a bit better, like on the Darth Vader lightsaber that I reviewed a while back. It's a really horrible review. I might re-review it. Where it's this button that turns the blade on. So that's really nicely done. And there's like 2 screw holes there. But then again, this is a lot of legal junk on it. So that's you know, you can't be Hannah Montana, have the best of both worlds in this one. But I said that you can be able to take off the blades, the crossguard blades, and the main blade. And I am going to show you how you can do that. Now that I have unscrewed the screws here, we can just open up this top half of the blade, or of the hilt, and we'll find 3 red pieces, and we can just simply take them out. There's a lot of glue here, but I mean they weren't stuck in the glue at all, so it's just to easily take them out. And this one just lays in here because this is supposed to slide in here anyway, so that's just really loose in there. So just take it out, and then you take this part back on where you found it, and there you have Kylo Ren's, oh, the screw fell out, Kylo Ren's lightsaber hilt. I have to warn you, I remember this when the screw fell out here, that when you do this, or if you do this, there is this little thing here. You might see that it's already falling out here. That thing that I'm not sure of its name in English right now. Sorry for that. But this thing, it's not stuck inside this little slit. So it might fall out. Mine fell out the first time and I had to look all over for it. Luckily I found it. And you just place it there. If you can place it with some super glue or some other type of glue, I guess. Just put it there, because if not, you'll not be able to screw this part back on into the bottom of the saber. Yeah, these are of course the electronics, the battery pack and the light. This is not this saber doesn't make any sound, which I didn't know when I bought it. I knew nothing when I bought this blade, seriously. Someone told me it's one of the best blades you can get, but I don't know, man. I mean, I was swinging it around the other day, you know, like you do, and the main blade just fell out of the hole, and it made this crease here. It's just bent and everything. I managed to bend it back and just get it into its right position, but you know, so don't swing it too hard. You know, it's not durable enough for play. It's said on the packaging, and it's true, but it does light up. So if we can do this now, let's see if I can just pan the camera up a bit and maybe zoom down in there. There we go. Find the on and off switch on the blade, and if we do this, you can see that it lights up pretty nicely in there. And I'm guessing you can't really see it on camera, but it's like the light is pretty bright. It's not as bright as the Sonic pen from Doctor Who, because that is like the brightest light in the universe. Like seriously, you can make someone blind with this light. But this is pretty bright compared to a lot of other things that I've seen in lightsabers as well. Something that's also worth noticing is that this part right here has like these spider legs kind of thing, and at least on mine they only fit on one point. So like this one only fits in with this one in the slots here. I don't know how it is with other people's, but like with mine, that's like how it is. Let's extend the blade a bit. Almost 3 feet of blade. I mean, it's actually pretty long, but it's like not long enough if you ask me. But I mean, it's supposed to be longer, of course. But it's fine. As I said, it just makes sound, and we can try turning off the lights and see how it lights. Here we go. Darkness. Let's see. Find the on and off switch, and on. So it does light up pretty neatly, but of course the light gets more and more sucky the longer it goes. It does light up more in real life. I've got to tell you that. I got to say that. But I mean, on this, how it looks on camera is just like the down part, and then it comes like to here, and it just doesn't light anymore. I mean, okay, let's compare it to the Darth Vader one. So just pan up a bit like that. And yeah, and the crossguard doesn't light up. So that is the thing. Take a look at the Darth Vader one I have here now, which is, let's turn that on. So that one also suffers from the same thing. But I mean, it does look a lot better in real life than it does on camera. I just have to say that, because cameras don't always pick up how it works. Let's turn on the reviewers' most used question. Would I recommend this one? This Kylo Ren lightsaber? I'm not sure. I paid I think it was either $18 or $20. I can't remember which one was the price of the product and which one was the shipping. Yeah, I paid $40 for it, or $38 for it, altogether. But like that was because I wanted this one. because someone had told me this was the best one. It turns out what they meant was this one is one of the best ones to repaint. So, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's a bit too big here, but for the price, it costs. Say that it was $20. I mean, it's either $20 or $18, so it's nowhere over $20, as far as I know. For $20, I mean, what's $20? Yeah, I guess I could recommend this. But if you want one that is electronic with sounds and light and is more correct with the sizing overall, I guess I would recommend the Ultimate Effects one or the Disney Store one, or you can get the Blade Builders one. There are at least 2. I think there might be 3 different sets you can get there. You can get the one without sound and without light. It's just a simple blade. It has springs on the crossguard as well, so that's nice. Spring loaded and doesn't have light and sound. Or you can get the other one where you get the extra little part to put on the end, on the back end, that has lights and sounds, as far as I know. And the crossguards is molded or stuck outside. So yeah, just like this one. So that's not really disadvantage to like on whether you should buy this one or that one. That one just had sound though. And then you have the one where you get the mask as well, which I think is the same one as the one with lights and sound, just that you get the mask as well. The Disney Store one, I know, and all the blades are stuck in outward positions. They're not retracted, and people still haven't really found out how to take them off. A lot of people have just cut them off at the edge. So that's what I've seen on like the RPF and different things like that. But I mean, this is fine. As it says on the box, it's not a toy. It's a costume accessory. And as a costume accessory, it's nice. But I still might say that I would recommend the Blade Builders one, which I might get for myself as well eventually. If I feel like I have to get another one of those cheap ones. But that does it for this review. The Kylo Ren lightsaber, The Force Awakens was awesome. This is Mr. Toy Review Man telling you to, I don't know, stay in school, kids. See you later.